Just imagine, see, you're on a flight and the safety announcement begins. In case of emergency, we always hear put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. Every single time you've heard this, you nodded. Of course, that makes sense. You can't save anyone if you are unconscious. But here's my question: why does this logic only happen at 30,000 feet? Why is it that in your actual life, on the ground, in your home, at your workplace, or in your relationships, you're expected to help everyone else breathe while you are suffocating? When did we decide that women should be everyone else's oxygen supply but never need any of their own? So today we are talking about rewriting the script. Women who choose themselves. So let's talk about the script we were handed. The one nobody asked if we wanted to audition for, but we have been performing our whole lives anyway. So it goes something like this: a good woman puts everyone else first. Her parents, her siblings, her husband, her children, her in laws, her colleagues, her neighbor's cousin's friend, everyone. And if there's any time, energy, or resources left over, which of course there won't be, then maybe, just maybe, she can think about herself. But then again, not too much, because that would be selfish. So this script has no intermission, no breaks, no understudy. You perform it when you are exhausted, when you are sick, when you are heartbroken. The show must go on, and you must smile through it. And here's the real plot twist: choosing yourself has been framed as the villain arc. When you say no, you are difficult. When you set boundaries, you are cold. When you prioritize your mental health, you are being dramatic. When you pursue your dreams, you're neglecting your real responsibilities. And when you finally choose yourself, you're called selfish. But let me ask you something: who wrote the script? And more importantly, who said we have to keep performing it? So let's get brutally honest about what this script has cost you. In health, you've ignored the headaches, the exhaustion, the pain. It's nothing, I'm fine, you say as you cook dinner with a migraine. You've skipped doctor's appointments because someone else needed something. You put off that health checkups for 3 years because there's always something more urgent. Someone else's exam, someone else's appointment, someone else's emergency. Your body keeps sending you signals and you keep hitting snooze. In dreams, remember that business idea you had, that course you wanted to take, that hobby that made you feel alive? What happened to it? Oh, right, it wasn't practical. It wasn't the right time. Someone else needed the money for something more important. So you shelved it. You told yourself, maybe later. Later became never. And now you've convinced yourself you were never really wanted it anyway. And if I talk about relationships, you have become the emotional manager of everyone around you. Your mother's stress, your father's health worries, your partner's bad day, your children's every emotion, your friend's breakup. You hold space for everyone. You're the therapist, the cheerleader, the problem solver. But when you need someone to hold space for you, suddenly it's inconvenient. Suddenly you're asking for too much. See? And in peace, You can't remember the last time your mind was quiet. There's always something to worry about, something to manage, something to please. You become so good at reading everyone else's emotions that you've forgotten how to recognize your own. You're running on autopilot. And honestly, you're not sure who's even in the cockpit anymore. So here's a scenario that might sound familiar. It's Sunday evening. You spend the whole weekend managing everyone, cooking, cleaning, attending a family function, helping your kid with homework, running errands. And you finally sit down with a cup of tea. Just 5 minutes. Your phone buzzes. Your mother in law needs something. Your child wants a snack. Your partner asks where his shirt is. And you get up. Because that's what you do. That's the script. But here's what nobody tells you: this script doesn't have a happy ending, it has a burnout. And now let me tell you about a different script. One where the most powerful decision a woman makes is when she finally says, I choose me. And before anyone panics, no, this doesn't mean becoming selfish. Please, I'm not asking you to be selfish or abandoning everyone or running off to Himalayas. Although, honestly, if that's what you need, go for it. So, choosing yourself is not selfish, it's necessary. So, let me show you what it actually looks like. Women who choose themselves set boundaries. They say, I love you, but I can't take on this responsibility right now. They say, I need this evening for myself. They say no without offering a 10 paragraph explanation. And they don't apologize for protecting their time, energy, and peace. Women who choose themselves prioritize their mental peace. They remove themselves from toxic situations, even if those situations are wrapped in the language of family or tradition. They unfollow accounts that make them feel inadequate. They don't attend every event they're invited to. They protect their inner world fiercely because they have learned that peace is not a luxury, it's oxygen. Women who choose themselves follow their purpose. They take their course. They start this business. They pursue that dream, not when it's convenient for everyone else, but when it's right for them. They understand that their fulfillment isn't something to be earned through years of sacrifice, it's a right they were born with. Women who choose themselves respect their emotional space. They stop being everyone's unpaid therapist. They can love people and still refuse to carry their emotional baggage. They say, I hear you, but I can't hold this for you right now. They understand that empathy doesn't require martyrdom. And here's the beautiful part: when you choose yourself, everything else gets better. Your relationships improve because you're no longer resentful. You're no longer giving from an empty cup and expecting people to be grateful for the dregs. You're showing up whole, not depleted. Your career flourishes because you stop playing small. You stop apologizing for your ambition. You stop waiting for permission to want more. Your health improves because you're finally listening to your body instead of overriding its signals. You rest when you're tired. You eat when you're hungry. You seek help when you need it. Your peace deepens because you're no longer at war with yourself, constantly negotiating between who you are and who everyone expects you to be. I know what you're thinking. But what about my responsibilities, right? What about my family? What will people say? But here's the truth: those responsibilities will still be there. Your family will adjust, and people will always have something to say. Like, come out of the lo kya kahenge zone. You're not abandoning anyone by choosing yourself. You're not modeling something revolutionary. You're showing the young girls watching you that they don't have to disappear to be loved. You're showing the young boys that women are whole people with their own needs, dreams, and boundaries. You're teaching everyone around you that love isn't measured by how much you sacrifice, but by how authentically you show up. The world doesn't need more martyrs, it needs more women who remember they matter. And here's what I want you to take with you today: you're not here to be convenient, you're not here to make everyone else comfortable at the cost of your own soul. You're not here to prove your worth through endless giving. You are here to live fully, dream boldly, love fiercely, starting with your own self. The most radical thing a woman can do in a world that's been asking her to shrink for centuries: take up space, choose herself, rewrite the script. And here's your homework for the day. And I want to treat this as non negotiable. Write down one area of your life you will now choose yourself. Let me say it again. Write down one area of your life where you will now choose yourself. It can be health, it can be dreams, boundaries, or peace. Pick one. Be specific. Don't pick all four and overwhelm yourself. Just one. And now, write one action you will take today to support it. Health, it can be schedule that doctor's appointment you've been postponing. Dreams, spend 30 minutes researching that course or business day idea. Boundaries, say no to one request without over explaining. And peace, take 15 minutes completely alone. Phone off, doing nothing. One area, one action, just today. So, not when things calm down, not when everyone else is settled, not when it's more convenient. Today, because you've waited long enough. Choose yourself, rewrite the script. The original author had no idea what you were capable of anyway. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.